Yeah, everybody talk really fast, one at a time, so Reed, go.
Totes. Hello, it's me.
Okay, Flippo, go.
Totes my goat. Totes my goat.
Alright, Devin, go.
And
Yo, homie.
Okay, and then I can see myself. I think we're good, but let me know.
Okay. Can you guys talk one more time? Because I can't rewind it back.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
Sure.
Hello. It's your goat host here.
The host.
Greatest of all time.
The greatest.
Host here.
Did Flippo ever say anything?
Greatest of all time.
Say something, Flippo?
I said sure. I said sure once.
Okay.
We're good. We're in the clear.
In the clear. So all right. So who's starting? Is it
3,
Is it
2,
you?
1.
One.
Hello.
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 Wait.
Sorry, I thought Greg had said.
Greg
I mean-
said you. Me.
I mean, I'm good with Reed. It's been a hot minute since Reed's done anything, so no scopes.
Whoa. Okay. Been a while minute since Reed did anything.
Yeah, you got
Well,
this, Reed. We believe
know
in
what?
you. You got this.
Hello, welcome to the Cape Complainers. We are here with a good group of guys. We got Devin. Say something, Devin. Give it to
What
him.
up?
Tim.
Hello.
Give him that sweet voice. There you
Hi.
go. And we got Flippo.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
Hey, I know that we're recording echo, but does anyone else hear an echo?
Yeah,
I
I
do
hear
hear
an
an
echo, and it's coming
Okay.
from someone, Flippo.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to not have an echo.
I don't know how to fix that.
Well,
Well,
Okay.
Well,
as Devin mentioned, we are talking Marvel's Spotlight Echo show. So I think this is the first of the Spotlight, I guess, filmings. It's the first time I've seen their
was
little
Werewolf by
animation.
Night not Spotlight?
Oh, maybe it's been a while for that one.
Yeah, that was last year.
but I think that was our first one.
Maybe so. Good call, Tim. So yeah, this is Echo. We saw her in the Hawkeye series with Hawkeye and why did I forget the girl's name? What's
Kate
her name?
Bishop?
Yeah, it's Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
So
I was like, which girl? Echo's a girl.
that too,
Girl,
but yeah, the one.
girls.
With, but yeah, we saw her in Hawkeye with the. I guess what were they drug dealers in Hawkeye?
They were gangsters.
Gangsters, yeah, some type of gangsters in.
The
She's the one
tracksuit.
that-
The tracksuit mafia. That's what they were called.
That's right. That's right. The tracksuit mafia, as Hawkeye took out her father, and we saw her sort of pursue Hawkeye, but he told her, "You don't want to do that." And we sort of get that little reminder there at the beginning of the series. But yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was a good little sideshow. Devin's got something to say.
Do we want to talk about our contest before we move into the main
Don't we have-
topic?
Don't we have Devin's thoughts first?
Okay, who's hosting this? Is it you guys or is it
I did the same
But
thing
yes.
with Greg.
But yes, everybody, we do have a contest going on in this episode. You should be listening for a special sound, and when you hear that sound, you should timestamp it. So give us that timestamp on our Instagram at. Who wants to give us that Instagram?
the Cape Complainers?
At the Cape Complainers. See, it's that easy, everybody. And you must be following us on Facebook and Instagram. This show, you will be getting the Spider-Man. I don't have the little Funko Pops. That was Greg. So
It was a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man from No Way Home.
yes, so the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and then next week's show you will be listening for another special sound, and that will be for the Doc Ock that we see in No Way Home as well. Again, sorry, I don't have the Funkos to show you, but if you watched our episode last week, you can find it there. But yeah, I mean, if Devin's got some good thoughts, let's hear some good thoughts.
I have some thoughts. They may not be good, but I have some. And I'm sure that this is one that's been brought up before by other people, but not necessarily on this podcast. And I hope that it does not sound as political as I think it might be in my head.
Uh-oh.
Who came up with the idea, or who decided that for the political parties that their mascots were going to be an elephant and an ass and a donkey? Who made that choice?
I did.
I would believe. I believe that.
Good job, Tim. Good job, Tim.
Are there not better options? Are there not better animals
to represent these two?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe one that's native to our country. Well, okay, the donkey
could be native anywhere.
But the elephant, right? Like an eagle, maybe like an armadillo or a pigeon. They're everywhere.
Hey, Devin, when you have these thoughts, do you ever just think about maybe doing the research?
Yeah, maybe just typing
this
it
stuff
into
could easily be researched.
Yeah, I found an article immediately. So,
well, see, here's the thing: the whole purpose of me not doing the I could do the research, I could have done it with baloney, but I felt that part of the fun is that I go into it not knowing. And then, if it's something that's easily found, you guys can share it with me, and I'll still give my opinion. But but the other half of that is the other half of the thought is there are better animals. Why could we not have chosen some native to our country, or at least one other one that was native to our country?
Question does make sense, but how about you give us why you think the elephant was chosen and the donkey was chosen? I believe elephant is for Republican, is that right? And donkey is for Democrat.
You want to know why I think that they were chosen?
These are your thoughts. Let's hear these thoughts.
Well, my thought could be that they were based off of what the first Democrat and Republican looked like. One was Sarah Jessica Parker, and the other, I don't know, was Abe Lincoln.
So you're saying, which one's the donkey and which one's the elephant in your eyes here?
Sarah Jessica Parker is the donkey. Abe Lincoln is the elephant.
So Abe Lincoln, who abolished slavery, you're saying looks like an elephant. Who is
I'm saying they have similar features. Have you ever seen a photo of Abe Lincoln? He's got some big ears and a kind of big nose. And you know what else has big ears and a big nose? An elephant.
So does a donkey.
No,
it's the whole face. Donkey's got the whole face. Their ears aren't that big. You can't separate out the nose from the face on a donkey.
The nose and the face. Okay.
So Tim, why are they what they are? Because I see you nodding, and part of me is like, you're right, Devin. These are the reasons.
100% right.
Yeah. This Wikipedia page says, Abe Lincoln was definitely an elephant.
HistoryChannel.com. I don't know.
Bible source
says that it's so viable, right? It's a .com. That's trustworthy. It says the origins of the Democratic donkey can be traced to the 1828 presidential campaign of Andrew Jackson, where his opponents called him a jackass. However, it became popularized in the 1870s when Thomas Nast, I believe is the dude's name. Thomas Nast, with an S, popularized the donkey as a symbol for the entire Democratic Party. The Republican Party was formed in 1854. Abraham Lincoln became its first member, elected to the White House. Sorry.
Yeah.
I finished.
Damn.
An image of an elephant was featured as a Republican symbol in at least one political cartoon and newspaper illustration during the Civil War. But again, it was Thomas Nast who's considered the father of modern political cartoon. He used it in the 1870s to symbolize the GOP. So it was one dude who just started drawing elephants and donkeys.
And people just went with it.
Yup.
Man, so have you ever thought about like we could go onto Wikipedia and just change the information.
Not anymore. They changed the way.
Oh,
Again, this
man.
was history.com, Devin. You weren't
Yeah,
listening.
get it together.
Yeah, but most people would probably have looked at Wikipedia first, and
Also,
then they would have had the wrong information.
CNN.com said Thomas Nast as well. Popularized it, yeah.
Well, there you have it, kids. Thomas Nast just drew some pictures, and the world said, "Okay."
We like it. Stamp.
All right, moving on.
Moving on. So, yeah, back to Echo. So, everybody's watched it. Well, Flippo hasn't watched it. Tim, you finished it today.
Like 5 minutes ago.
And Devin, you got most of the way through it.
I did.
Where did you stop at?
I stopped when she was like talking with her aunt about her aunt. Is that her?
Grandmother?
Yeah, her grandmother. And she was telling him the story of her heritage.
Gotcha. Of the first Aztec, I believe.
Yeah, and then she like, I think
And
the
it's
exact
Choctaw, not Aztec.
Choctaw, you're right.
Choctaw,
Sorry.
yeah.
The exact point when I stopped is when she burst into Fisk's office and he's like sitting there listening to music or something, and he's like, "Can we talk?"
So no, yeah, it's cool that I don't know if it's canon in the comics. If anybody knows if she was sort of part of Fisk's gang, sort of under his wing. Does anybody know that?
I have no
I
clue. I don't read
Don't
comics.
remember. I know that things that I know about her. I know that she is the current iteration of the Phoenix. I know that she
Whoa.
had a love affair with Daredevil.
That's cool.
I know that she has powers. That's all I got.
But no, yeah, that's cool. She has a Phoenix Force. That's cool.
Yeah, they did like a weird competition to see who would be the next person, and he got. Oh wait, no. So in Marvel Comics, she was depicted as Fisk's adopted daughter.
Oh. Fun.
So that is a comic book thing.
Cool. Okay.
What was the contest that she won to become the Phoenix Force?
Yeah. Who?
Oh.
Who sponsored that?
I
Oh, we
don't
wanna
know,
talk about
she
something
like
else.
beat up
Okay.
the Hulk somehow and wins the Phoenix Force.
Let me Google it for a second. I don't remember.
Dude,
I never
the
read
Hulk
it.
was-
I just saw it.
The Hulk with physical
Um,
strength and the Phoenix powers, psionic powers, like that dude would be unstoppable. Especially if he's still the Green Hulk instead of the Gray Hulk.
So they
with
did
the-
something called, I think it was called the Phoenix Song, where the Phoenix gave out bits of its powers to all these people, and they had to fight and compete, and whoever won got all of them,
Oh,
all the full power.
fun.
if you defeated whoever had the other part of it, you would get that part at the end. instead.
Oh, like the Highlander.
Kind of.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly it.
Get it together, Marvel.
Good boil down, Tim. Yeah, that's exactly it. So yeah, this takes place in Oklahoma, Tamaha. Is that right? Something like that. Tamaha, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So not too far from
Which I
my
kept getting
home state.
confused for Yamaha because their little symbol with the roadkill,
Mm-hmm.
they're the symbol of their town. The sign of their town, it had like the skull of the cow and it looked like a Y instead of a T. So I kept thinking,
Oh, at the top of it,
Yamaha,
yeah.
what the heck?
I actually think I thought that too when I first saw it. I was like, oh, they're
I
in
kept
I
thinking
didn't know.
it. I kept thinking that. Yeah. But it
But
was
no,
a
yeah,
T
she.
for Tomahawk.
So, so I think a lot of this stuff is sort of big, important information. I don't know how much spoilers we want to give.
It's fine.
Uh,
It's
but-
been out a while. They're fine.
yeah. So
Yeah.
So it starts off sort of with her shooting Fisk in the eye, which is pretty powerful because she felt threatened, but she also wants to get away, and she thought that was her. She thought that was the answer, but later on in the show, of course, he comes back.
Didn't she shoot him for vengeance?
Yeah, she learns that he killed her father.
Yeah. That I was.
Yeah, and then wanting to take him down and
Take over his operation or something.
yeah, and so she wants to be head honcho, and betrayed because sort of in the beginning, it shows the growing relationship between Echo and Fisk of how Fisk is sort of sweet talking her to we're family. You know, I think the word or the is like the two rings. I think family.
Yeah.
For ASL, something like that.
That was a solid interpretation of the Kingpin.
That was really good, yeah.
It's pretty easy, you know.
All you have to do is this.
Tighten your throat.
Yeah.
So, really quick, since you talked about the Kingpin getting shot in the eye, I've never been shot in the eye. I've never really seen anyone get shot in the eye. But he's got the patch, right?
Yeah.
But then he's got a big old scar down his eye.
He's got a bunch of scars. He doesn't have one big one, no.
Well, he's got one on his eye. Like,
no, he had a bunch that like branch out like this, but there was none.
No, bro, I'm looking at a screenshot.
Bro, I literally just finished watching this show.
Bruh, do I need to share my screen with you right now?
No, because you're gonna do it wrong anyway.
No, I'm looking at it, and he's got like scars here, and he's got scars like here, all branching off of his eye.
Did his scars get less and less over the duration of the show? Do you know, Reed? Because he didn't have this big long one in the middle, like Devin is saying.
I, pun intended, do not recall.
Here, instead of sharing it, I'll like send a photo.
Thanks, DM.
Yeah.
Here, I'm sending a photo to our group, so you can see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, go on with your question. What about it?
But like, if he got shot in the eye, why does he have these like scars that look like he was sliced in the face?
Well, I'm sure for surgery reasons,
Yeah.
to open it up and get in there.
Also, I'm pretty sure
the orbital
bullets aren't
bone
gonna
and
go
stuff.
like straight through. It's gonna tear shit up, you know. Like it's not just gonna.
But not on the outside.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the explosion part is the exit wound, and I'm surprised
He didn't have one.
I'm surprised he still has a head.
Yeah.
After a bullet exit wound, just like
It was a rubber bullet. It just went in and went.
yeah. Shut up, BB.
Yeah, that was my question. I saw that and I was like, why are there all these like scars on his? I guess surgery makes sense. I don't see why you don't just like vacuum out his eye socket and pull out the bullet with it, but it's whatever.
He even when he takes the eye patch off, doesn't he still have an eye in there?
Yeah, he has an eye. Yeah.
So they probably repaired it the best they could.
I wonder if like it just ricocheted and just like got a glimpse of it and ripped the skin off as it entered. Not even entered, but just yeah.
Is his eye like a Nick Fury eye, or is it?
No, it's like an actual eyeball. Yeah.
Oh, like he can still see out of it and
Yeah,
everything?
just type it in.
so, I
Type
believe
in Kingpin Echo Scar. You'll see it.
Is that what you typed
But,
in?
That's what I'm looking at right now. Yeah.
What do you say? It just ricochets around his head, and he just spits that bullet out after he wakes up.
Oh, that was a nice sleep.
Yeah.
One of the photos that pulls up when I type that in, because apparently it's doing it through Yahoo search, is there's a comic book picture of the Kingpin, and he's looking real fat fish like doing this, and he's got 2 covers on his eyes.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
One thing we failed to remind and mention is that she has a missing leg. I think halfway from the shin down from
car accident.
Yeah, from a car accident when she was a child with her mom, and she loses her mom in that car accident, and that sort of comes into play with her. I guess I kind of looked her up, so her powers don't mention this sort of ancestral powers that it shows here in the show. But I thought it was a cool spin, a good sentimental spin as well, and a good female empowering as well.
So what is her power in the show? Because I haven't seen her. I haven't gotten to a point where she's used or gotten it yet.
So besides her martial arts prowess, she, with this bloodline that they talk about in the show, she is a descendant of the first Choctaw.
Yeah.
And so with that bloodline, they can recall on the experiences and skills of those along the bloodline. So she
it
she
also grants
uses,
semi-super heroic strength based on the way that she was able to push the train car off her leg that one time. That's like episode 2 or 3. And then also her mother used the power to heal that one bird.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And so yeah, she was able to heal with through her mom's skill of sort of honing that part of the Choctaw bloodline. One of them is sort of as one of her ancestors is a marksman. So she was able to use her skills for shooting, and then another one was what's the word?
An
Just
athlete?
thinking out ingenuity and
Cunning?
Yeah, cunning. And so that was that one was sort of not intuitive.
Yeah.
You had to think about that one. So just with this, with that bloodline, she's able to call on skills and experiences, and I guess
Healing power.
I don't. Yeah, I was about to say I don't recall the scene, but sort of.
Remember, she's like, that's why she had to get the replacement leg from her grandpa, is because she was running along the train, got stuck in between two train cars.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So
It's weird.
Yes. So that was the first time that we see that within her, she goes within her mind and gets the memory of one of her ancestors, and her hands glow. Yeah, that's right. With that spiral insignia on her hands, and pushes the trains apart.
I also think there was something to do with like echoes of the past, because in the last episode or second to last episode, she goes back into the past to talk with her mom in the car wreck that her mom dies in. She talks to an echo of her mom, like from the past, and then she also makes Kingpin. Do you guys care about spoilers? Okay.
I mean, I've seen it.
Yeah. She also makes
No.
Kingpin see the echoes of his father's abusive relationship with his mother, and that's how she stops Kingpin from essentially killing everyone she loves. So it has something to do with like interacting with the echoes of the past, not only with herself but with other people still as well.
It's weird because like her comic book ability is the exact same as Taskmaster's.
Yeah, I just read that. But also, she called on her ancestors' powers to then give her grandma and her niece or her cousin the powers too in the fight scene against King.
Well, because they are also,
they're
I
part
guess,
of the blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's
Did
the one
Biscuits
who-
get powers?
No, but she's
He was not. He wasn't. He wasn't there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lame.
You have to be a
Oh,
woman.
his superpower is bringing in this huge monster truck and just squishing vans of
Yeah, he just like
bad
crushed
guys.
20 guys.
Yeah, in a single van. Yeah, windowless van.
I want to
But
see
you
what
don't wanna
Biscuits
get
would
candy
do with these
from.
powers.
Probably.
But
not.
no, yeah, that's yeah. I remember having that thought too. The echoes of the past. Oh, yeah, that was a good way to put it. Yeah, I remember having that thought, and very fitting uh, and sentimental, as I said. And so that was it was pretty powerful message to not also like in her own way, Echo. She's trying to do things on her own. She's trying to be individual. Hey, I'm only here. I'm crashing in my hometown because right now this is the only place I can go to hide away from Kingpin and what I've done. And then she doesn't tell any of her family that she's there, but in the end, she learns to call on, family altogether, present and past.
What I think about is weird about her power situation is that, like, from what it sounds like, she can call upon abilities of the family members in the past, right?
Yeah.
Like one of them was a healer and things like that, right?
Yeah.
So in the comic version, it explicitly states like she has the same powers as Taskmaster. She's photographic reflexes, but she cannot do anything that she could not do originally. So she can't fly. She doesn't have the super strength. She doesn't have all this other stuff because she couldn't do that originally. And what I think is weird about it is if they gave her these powers to try, I don't know if they try to make it seem more grounded or what, but we already know that like this photographic reflex ability exists because Taskmaster was in the Black Widow movie.
Yeah.
So is that even a superpower? This.
It's like a superpower, but not a superpower. It's not something you can be trained to do. It's something that, like, it's like photographic memory. Like, you have it or you don't.
Yeah. Okay. So
Which, I mean, it's not a
some-
superpower in that way, but if you look at it in terms of, like, it's something I can do, you can't learn.
Yeah, not so mutant, but still genetic.
Yeah, it's not like Hawkeye's powers or Hawkeye's got powers. You can shoot a bow. Anyone can learn that.
That's true. Yeah, we got Kate Bishop, who's just out of college or like second year in college. I can't recall, but yeah, still just as good a marksman.
He just has muscle memory. He knows like how to throw. He learned to throw one thing one time. And he's like, I got this every time.
Yeah, that's true. And so, but no, yeah, I thought it had a good, powerful message and stuff like that. So, breaking away from your stubbornness. I know I'm a victim of being stubborn.
True that.
And just, calling out to friends and family and stuff like that. So I thought that was real good. But no, yeah, I guess it's a good different spin as well. I guess power wise compared to comic canon to what they showed here in the show. So, I mean, I'm wondering now that they've sort of made her a character, do we think we're going to see her in some future things, possibly?
I think maybe in Daredevil or any of the other Defender ones that they bring back.
Because they also, like, you know what I'm saying?
What was that?
Yeah,
hey, Devin, I don't recognize that ASL. What was that?
Yeah.
Oh, her and Daredevil are lovers in the nighttime.
Oh.
They shaboink, throw the hot dog down the hallway.
Why
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
you just say lovers?
Yeah. Why'd you have to keep going and say hot dog down the hallway?
Because you called me out and I got weird about it.
Daredevil
You're
is
always
the hallway.
weird
Echoes the hot dog.
Devin, you're so weird.
So one of my favorite parts of the entire series, and it just happened in the last episode. You know how in the first episode, as the grandma is leaving the house, whenever it's a flashback showing Maya's childhood, right before the mother dies, the grandma's leaving the house, and she makes note of that little bird. The
Mockingbird.
yeah,
No, not no.
it's
It's not a
it's
mockingbird.
like a
I think
Minsk or something.
what? Where did you get that? Did you
They
look it
call
up?
no, they call her that in the last episode.
Oh, okay.
Bird in Echo.
I I
I
think it's
think
a
that's
wood.
is
I
that
think it's
the
a
last.
woodpecker because in the one where they show her mom healing the bird, it was up in the tree and knocking on it.
Yeah, yeah. So it was knocking on their wood post, and ever since that first episode, I was like, why the hell did they feature literally like 10 seconds of the show towards this bird just pecking on their thing? Then later on, the mother, in another flashback, Maya's mother tells her that this type of bird, the Choctaw, would use it as a warning sign. They would teach them how to communicate through the bird's pecking, and also the bird would peck whenever danger was coming. Um, so in that last episode, during that flashback, I was like, "Oh my god, that's why they spent 10 seconds in that first like."
Oh, it was
I know.
significant. Whoa.
I was like, it has to be significant. Why did they do this? Bird name.
No,
It
yeah.
was called a biscuit. That's what the woodpecker is called.
Is that like the Choctaw translation, or is that like the actual,
It
I guess, birds?
it says the woodpecker called the biscuit in Echo.
Okay, that's how they use that biscuit in the show. Okay, cool.
Biscuit. I'm pretty sure it was a woodpecker, like legit, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it had a different meaning with biscuit.
So
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Papa.
Hi, Papa.
so no, yeah, I think that's a good call too. There was a line, there was a line of connection to everything.
Yeah.
So no, yeah, that was a good call. I remember that now.
I watched the entire
and-
series just for that 10 seconds.
To come back, yeah.
Yeah. I was
no, yeah,
afraid-
that
Sorry, one more thing. I was also happy that they did not like make me, because you know how like TV shows they'll spoon feed you the thing that they're trying to tell you. And
Yeah.
in my mind, after they did the flashback of the mom telling the girl about the biscuit, I was like, they better not do a flashback going back to the night of the mom's death and then showing that biscuit again. And they didn't, which I'm glad about, because if they would have, I would have felt so like insulted. Like, I've been waiting 5 episodes for this and you're just gonna give it to me all back to back?
yeah. But no, yeah, that first episode where the grandma sees it, yeah, her husband says, "Is your sister whispering in your ear again?" And so I think that was sort of a connection too. Also, yeah, they reference telling Echo, I forget her real name,
Maya.
Maya. Okay, I thought so.
Maya Lopez.
Yeah, Maya, telling Maya, hey, what you're describing here, Grandma is familiar with this, and so maybe that line there with, hey, is your sister whispering in your ear again, is an actual call out of she has those memories and stuff like that as well, those memory connections to echoes of the past.
Yeah, those echoes.
I have a statement, and I don't know how you guys feel about this. How did you feel about her ending costume?
I thought it looked
Her like
cool.
quote unquote super suit.
Yeah, I thought it was cool, like symbolic, and they sort of give a little snippet history of it.
Yeah.
This, her mom comes to her in a vision, sort of, and shows her where this has been hiding in her grandma's, I guess, storage, and says the symbolism on there is, you are a piece of us and we are a piece of you.
Yeah.
And so again, the whole connection of family and echoes and lineage and stuff like that.
I also like, in addition to how the grandma finished making that suit right before Echo needed it, her granddad also made her that leg. And I think that's like a good dichotomy between getting things from both your paternal side as well as your maternal side.
Yeah, and I think they both sort of have the same symbolism. They sort of look like a sunrise, I believe.
Yeah.
And the grandpa that made her new prosthetic leg with that on there says that it's a symbol of the first Choctaw that they have the lineage to.
Yeah, well, the reason I ask is because, I feel like a lot of the times when Marvel does like their super suits, they get as close to what is expected in the comics as you can, and this is like straight the opposite direction.
Well, they also explain, not they don't explain, but they have a snippet at the end of Echo that says that they made the entire series with the assistance of the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was probably a suggestion made by them and taken by Disney.
Because her
That would be
typical
really cool.
her typical suit is just like a black like crop top. It's like sleeveless crop top.
Yeah.
And she's got like wraps around her arms and her legs and like black jeans. But on her shirt is that like
Yeah, that little...
the circle.
Yeah.
And then she's got the white like Echo handprint on her face. And I know that they had in Hawkeye, that's kind of what she wears. Like she at least has like the black shirt with the Echo like over here on the side, or like the sun thing on like the side.
Oh,
But
relook at it.
this didn't have as much of it, or as close to. Her like Phoenix version is way more Native American though. Just
cool.
like because she's got like the feathers in her hair and things like that. But I just,
Also representing Phoenix as well, maybe.
you know what? Probably. But also, there's fire everywhere, so that also could be the part that represents the Phoenix.
Well, yes, of course, that too. The mythological Firebird.
Yeah.
But
I just, as I look at it, I feel like sometimes they tried to make her so punk with all the leather. When I think seeing her in, like, I don't want to see her like in like skimpy nakedy clothes or anything like Elektra, but like less bulky.
Hold on, you
clothes.
want to see Electro in skimpity nickety clothes?
I said Elektra first off.
Gotcha. I was like,
like-
Jamie Foxx played Electro.
I'd watch that too.
Some skimpity dimpity clothes, right? Give me some Charlie Cox.
How many?
Boom.
One cock.
As I would say, he only needs one.
Yeah. I don't...
Well, you said it with an S.
I said it with
Well,
an
no,
X.
it's C-O-L.
Yeah, but yeah, his last name is well.
But so
Devin,
Tim
do you know how to spell?
Yeah. But like when he said it, he said Charlie Cox. So it sounded like it had an S. Even though it's an X, I am aware.
now that we told you,
I knew
know.
it the first time. Just, God. Yes, suck.
Devin still spells your name R-E-A-D, Reed.
I wouldn't be surprised. Hearing the thoughts from Devin, I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, they're gold. They're keeping this show afloat.
So I believe it was Tim that mentioned, how she defeats Fisk, and that's with the powers that she finds out that she has and learns to control. Who first does it to her? Is it her mom? No,
Biscuits.
who does it? Like
Biscuit.
he goes into herself and learns about that. Oh, I need to let go. Yeah, I think it's her mom because she does the thing over her heart or like over her head, and that sort of
What was the thing?
what the sign. Yeah,
Yeah.
she does the hashtag.
Yeah.
She does the hashtag.
I'm sure it has a different name.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's a greater meaning which I would respect if I knew it. But
But we're
that was
speaking to
the best
millennials
way.
right now.
The best way for
Hashtag
over
love,
audio.
hashtag mind.
Yeah. And so yeah, with that, her mom takes her into her own mind, and that's where Echo learns to let go of being stubborn and reach out to her family here. And
Did she
so,
get like get inceptioned into an inception?
incepted?
So she was So yeah, she was like already having a thought in her own mind with her mother, and then her mother's like, "Nah, you're coming with me," and like brought her like a dream within a dream.
No, she
No,
just saw a
so
vision of her mother who took her into her own mind. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so she comes after learning this and going through it, experiencing it herself. She goes to Fisk to talk about this. You know, they already had a pre-planned time and date. Like Fisk, what Fisk tells her, "Hey, I'll give you this empire that you're looking for. I can see that you want that. I'll give it to you if you just come with me to New York, meet me here at this time, and we'll go to New York and you'll have it." And so she goes to meet him, and he tells her of the backstory of him and his father and his family, I guess, and she does that on Fisk and takes him into his own mind, and he relives that time with his father, abusing his mother, and you see cracks in the wall, just breaking plaster and stuff like that. And he tells the story of how he took a ballpoint hammer to his dad and ended it. And so, again, I think this little series, even only 5 episodes, was pretty powerful. With very symbolic. Was very good, and just looking inward. I thought that was a good message too, and just I thought that was a cool way with like not even violence and stuff like that. She tried it the first time, and coming into learning who she is, what she is, and her own experience and bringing that to him. I thought that was a cool way to end the villain, I guess, for the moment.
Yeah.
Because real quick, like he after that experience of taking Fisk into his own mind and telling him it's over now. You don't have to hold on to this. You know, I think was from my memory. I think that's what this what that was about. You don't have to hold on to this anymore. And so after bringing him back to reality, he drops to his knees. He drops to his knees and goes, "What have you done?" You know, like he doesn't know how to feel that and to accept that and stuff like that.
Dude, same.
Yeah.
He was put into a big ball of emotions that he doesn't know how to handle.
Yeah.
I know what that's like.
Yeah. And so, yeah, like he questions it and he's like, "Yeah, what do I do with this? It's hard." And
Gonna go sit on the couch for the next 3 days, eating a bowl of ice cream, curled up on a blanket, watching some chick flicks.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Reed. It was a heavily symbolic show, TV series, and I think it was really powerful because it's one, Fisk. You can see that Fisk actually believes that he's doing right by her. You can see that he actually believes, like he taught her good skills, good coping skills, how to handle her anger. He never taught her how to confront the anger. He taught her how to use it towards his end. And then her mother comes in there and she's like, "You don't have to hold on to this vengeance and this anger." And then when she lets go, she's able to go to Fisk and then like help him let go and say, "Put it down. You don't have to keep this fight. You can let it go. Confront it, get over it, and move on." And
because I think they still see each other still as family.
Yeah.
So they do want to help and care for each other.
And that scene when they were in Fisk's hotel room and he hands her the ball pin hammer and he's like, "Just do it," and she like puts it down. I think that
gives her a choice. Yeah.
I think that was really strong too. Honestly, Devin's dad just said, "Will she eventually heal his eye?" And whenever she was going into his mind, I thought she was healing his eye because it looked like her hashtag was over the eye. And then I was so disappointed whenever the eye wasn't healed.
That is a good point.
Yeah.
Hashtag got him.
I know. I got tricked.
It could be beyond repair because it's been so long, but who knows?
Yeah.
What do you mean? His eye looks fine. He's got a little bruising little bloodshot on the side. He's
He's
fine.
got tons of scar damage.
He's fine. That
Um,
he can see.
but what was your favorite part of the show, Devin?
I think the part that I was, other than Biscuits, anything with Biscuits, Biscuits was great. I really enjoyed.
What made you like Biscuits? Because I thought he was the
down-to-earth
worst part of
guy.
the show, if I'm being honest.
I liked how loyal he tried to be. He was really bad at like hiding things, but he tried to be as loyal as he could, even though like Grandma was like, "Oh nope, you left us," and was like done with her. But like, and like even the sister was like, "You stopped messaging me," and blah blah blah. Biscuits didn't care. Biscuits is like, "You're here now, and I got you." Whatever.
Yeah,
you need."
there's a little snip. He starts petting his dog. Billy Jack, was that right?
Yeah.
Petting his dog. He's like, Maya's back. We
Yeah.
got our Maya back.
Yeah.
He's excited to have her back, and just he remembers the good times with his family and stuff.
And
like
he
that.
and
Have
he
you guys-
wasn't afraid to like face the punishment of like helping her and ruining something else that would have gotten him in trouble.
Have you guys
Like
seen?
the drop.
Sorry. Have you guys
I'm
seen the phrase going around "golden retriever energy"?
Mm-mm.
No, what is that?
It's
Explain that.
basically like
Yeah.
on dating apps. It's like women are saying like men with golden retriever energy, just like super fun-loving dudes who are kind of ditzy but also focused on like one or two things. What
And then have high energy
yeah,
as well.
high energy. Yeah. That's
That
what I
could
was
possibly
getting
be
from
me.
Are those good things?
Yes,
Like
it's
you
it's
can't leave us.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Women
thought you were
are
gonna be like,
looking for that golden
Okay.
retriever energy from men.
you're like they do not want that.
Yeah,
Okay,
they want
gotcha.
it.
Are you a golden retriever too?
No. I'm a locust. I'm gonna show up, eat everything you own, and then leave.
He's a mastiff. He's just like droopy and
I know
sad.
I got a bunch of like drool in my
Um,
jewels.
So my question is, we're gonna rate this for us in a second. But what do you think Greg would rate it?
Oh, good question.
Oh, Greg is not here because he's sick. If you did not know,
Oh,
He
I
woke
actually
up
kind
and
of
was
forgot
not
he
feeling
wasn't here.
great.
Reed's doing such a fantastic job.
I know.
Right.
New host. Wait! I got something for this. This is not the sound, but
Hey, I
Nailed
think
it.
Greg would give it like a 6.
What
Yeah,
was the sound?
I was thinking it was going to be maybe middle of the road for Greg. Yeah. But you know what? Maybe we'll hear from him next time.
I feel like he would have just not liked it. I feel like he would have like hated it
Because
because he hates anything that's good
Mm,
and loves everything that's bad.
he hates everything that's not like Endgame. Everything post Endgame is just garbage.
Yeah,
is that an actual quote from Greg at one point?
Basically, yeah.
probably. Except for the only thing I think he's liked since then was
He mentioned it.
WandaVision.
Yeah.
WandaVision, yeah.
There was also one
Yeah,
more
most
that he
things-
said. Loki season 2.
Loki?
Yeah.
Yeah, most things have gone a little downhill since then.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Well-
I want to hear. I know Flippo hasn't seen it. But what would you think after hearing what we've talked about? What is this something you would watch, or is this something you would try at least?
I'll at least try it. I think the Daredevil is one of Marvel's. Well, not. It's up on the top 5 of Marvel's best TV shows.
For sure.
He is. He
So
does make
try
a-
to
No, yeah, go on. Sorry.
go ahead.
Oh,
No, you're fine. It was just
I was just going to say that Daredevil does make an appearance here, and Echo and Daredevil do get into.
Is
a
it
fight.
only in the first episode?
Is it?
Just
I
the
think
first
so.
episode.
Okay. Yeah, and so he makes a quick small appearance. They have a fight scene, and Echo comes back and relates what happened at this. This was Echo's first job for Fisk, and she recalls this fighting against Daredevil to Fisk, and Fisk says, "Oh, no one holds up against Daredevil for that long, so very impressive," or something like that.
Gotcha.
I will say that fight scene though was probably one of the most like accurate Daredevil things that I've seen, with how acrobatic and like jumping through and not even watching what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like that was probably the best fight scene I've seen from from Daredevil. Period.
Yeah,
Because a lot of the time it's just hallway fights.
Yeah.
true.
That was my biggest complaint about the Netflix Marvel shows is Luke Cage, Daredevil, and Punisher all had those big hallway scenes where they slowly get more worn down throughout the fight, even though they're fighting like 20 people. And it's like the same fight scene, just within the 3 different shows. But yeah.
And they did it all the time. This one, I liked watching him jump through the cage and
Yeah,
just like
that was super
doing
cool.
things.
Yeah.
I loved
And,
whenever
he
Maya
does-
runs into the cage and she locks it. I'm like, you are so stupid, aren't you?
You're
You're
He's
done
about to
this?
jump
Oh,
over
yeah.
that bad boy.
This is about to be your series. What? But yeah, go on, Flippo. Just
Oh, no, I'll give it a chance.
Nailed it.
Y'all haven't deterred me from it.
I
good. I guess we're doing our job then, huh? Well, no, we're the cave complainers,
Yeah, we're
aren't
supposed to
we?
complain about it.
Debatable.
Oh,
Debatable.
I kind of wish that they kept the yellow and red suit for Daredevil, even in the show. I wish that it was more of a we had it for longer, because they're not going to keep it in the next one either.
Oh,
Is that his first costume in the?
They're very
comics?
similar, yes.
Okay. Well, which one comes first, the full red in the comics or the yellow and red in the comics?
The yellow and red.
Okay, I thought so.
so
So
Greg says that he gives it a 7. It was a great seeing the Netflix Daredevil crew again, but other than that, it was an okay show.
That's really high for
an
just being like,
okay,
this was the
yeah.
great part about it. Yeah.
Um,
and he says the Daredevil crew. You
Yeah.
only
Like,
get Daredevil
one-
and Fist.
in literally one scene, Daredevil.
Do you guys
Exactly.
think that when they revive Daredevil, they're going to bring back Rosario Dawson
I don't know.
as the
Who
night
does she
nurse?
play?
Ooh, I hope so.
The night nurse?
Not
The love interest. Yeah, she's a nurse.
Yeah, she's the nurse. No, she's.
Right.
I mean, she's a. Yes,
Yes,
but I
she's
don't
a
think
nurse.
love interest.
She was a love interest, and then she was a Luke Cage love interest as
Yes.
well.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So I would probably give it 7 kips as well. I think I really enjoyed it. If I had not finished the series before we started this, I would have finished it afterwards anyway, because I was really enjoying it by episode 3. So
I'll give it a
then-
7. I liked the show. What I've seen so far. That the big fight sequence. Oh, I never said it. My favorite part about the whole show though was the fight sequence when they got kidnapped by the shoe cleaner. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Because that was the last big thing that I saw happen, and I really thought that was a really well done episode. And like reuniting with her sister and punching her in the face.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'd give it a 7.
No, yeah, I'll give it. Yeah, I'll give it a 7 as well. It is a strong show, strong message, strong symbolism, and stuff like that. And yeah, it's not bad. Not dialogue, action. It's all good. It's all fair. But yeah, nothing too big. Again, it's only one of the spotlight ones, so a short series, only 5 episodes. So it was good. It was good for what it was.
Was it better? Was it better that it was a short series and not a full blown
Yes.
Yeah,
normal
I
length
would
series?
Also,
totally
the
agree with that.
episodes were shorter as well. They had some
Like
40-minute
35
ones.
minutes?
Yeah, but the last
the
episode
beginning.
was like 32 minutes. Yeah, 33.
Yeah. So no, yeah, it was a good call to make it its own little standoff for 5 episodes, and then maybe we'll see Echo and some other things,
Yeah.
or maybe this was her build up into making her a character in something else bigger.
Yeah.
So no, it was good for what it was.
I will say before we like start to sign off, the one thing that this show had that I was like, man, I wish this existed in real life. For all the people I come across who are hard of hearing, is the I guess the contact lens that
Okay, yeah.
that they accosted him with,
Yeah.
that like let her see as they were talking.
That
I was
was
like,
really
that's
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah. No, super cool.
But all right, that was our final thoughts. But I will remind everybody, if you listened, give us the timestamp on our Instagram at the Cape Complainers,
As well as what the sound was.
as what the sound was.
I will
must be
tell you,
following Facebook and Instagram.
It was not the golf clap. That was just me.
Thank you for
applauding Reed.
Yeah, thanks.
And this one will be for the Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man from No Way Home. But all right, guys, let's sign it off.
Thank you guys for joining us today with the Cape Complainers.
Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
And make sure to check out our YouTube channel and our Twitch stream, where we stream on Sunday nights and where we are streaming Baldur's Gate every so often.
Yeah. And if you guys like listening to podcasts, we do have an RSS feed that links up to pretty much anywhere you can listen to podcasts. Just look us up, the Cape Complainers. Can't miss us. Feel free to listen whenever. You want to say the last part, Reed?
And nobody complains like a fan. Have a good one, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.